Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video I'm going to continue my tour of my Minecraft world. I'm probably going to use up the last of the footage that I recorded back when I made the 150 subscriber video. And I also found a use for all these copper golems. They're endlessly sorting the same items from the copper chest back into a regular chest, and then it goes back into the copper chest and repeats over and over all the time. I don't know what any of this is. I'm lost in my base again. Okay, so one of my early XP farms was actually chickens. And what we have here are chickens that are endlessly making eggs. Those eggs are picked up by a hopper minecart. The minecart takes the eggs, feeds them into this system that I can turn on over here, and refill the chickens. And well, let's say I have a tool that needs to be repaired. Well, not anymore. You know, I just have to know what this button does. I did something. Oh. Okay. So I thought I might as well just go ahead and fly to show that tunnel bore that I created. Yeah, I didn't create it. I built it. We're going to link to the video of the original creator of this tunnel bore. Flying, flying, flying. It's not very easy to fly through here because it is kind of low. And also you have to avoid lava. But here we are. And you can see I went through a pretty large cave there. But the way this works is, and you can see I had used it the last time I was out here and didn't pick some of the stuff up, and it's so far away that nothing despawned. But you hit this block right here, it launches the TNT. I've got 6 of these cinnamon rolls, and they don't blow up. There's a cave right there. Hopefully nothing in it. But these are automated TNT dupers. And, well, there's some gold right there. Blew that up. And with some magic here, I can light up everything around. Now I can jump up here. And I can collect whatever I uncover. Okay, we finally got some diamonds. And since this machine uncovers completely buried diamonds, that means that we're more likely to get a vein of diamonds. Now, along the way here, I did pass by a nether portal, and I'm going to take that to get back to the tour. You can see I've built a pretty good street system over here. This is my house. If you've ever played YS Flat, my house exists on my Tennessee maps as a ground object. I think I also painted our house for a building in Simutrans a long time ago. There's actually, I think, a couple variants. This is the ranch where I've got mushrooms, I've got horses, I've got donkeys, I've got one panda, there's some sniffers, there's a happy gas that I just got a couple weeks ago, when there's a skeleton horse, there's llamas. I've got one of every type of horse. And to go with the ranch, of course, there is the barn with the barn silo, and then there's the also the grain silo for the combine that's over there. That right there used to be part of the ocean that's over there that I've raised to build a road that goes to the trailer area and then to the commercial district. I built this little ranch house to go with the ranch. This was like a pathway down to the parking area for that. And then the business, the larger business district is over there. I built that building out of concrete. That took a while to make all that concrete. I built that one. I was always really happy. On top of that building, there's also a powdered snow collection system. Now I built these houses. That one is out of red nether brick. I tried to build realistic looking houses. So these are houses you might see in the real world. Different styles of houses. I always thought of that building as some kind of bank, but built this bridge at a diagonal. That was interesting. I didn't like building on a diagonal, so I definitely built a straight bridge to get across here. By the way, that building right there is, okay, first of all, Parthenon, not Stonehenge, and definitely not the Alamo. Definitely not the Alamo. But it looks a little like the Alamo. Okay, I've got 1,000 diamond ore. Oh, by the way, that is icebound, so I built houses and a miniature desert temple out of ice and another church out of ice. So I've got 1,000 diamond ore. So I just put them all in this building. That's solid diamond. right there. Some people burn them, not me. Okay, this house is based off a real house. This church is based off of a real church that exists in the real world. These houses, they were supposed to be realistic, but not really based off any real houses. I better eat. When the pink wood came out with the cherry wood, I had to build something. So I built a cherry house. When mangrove came out, I got, I think that's blackstone and mangrove. Okay, if you are a fan of American Truck Simulator, this building right here was directly inspired by a series of buildings that when you're driving through American Truck Simulator, you'll see buildings that look just like this. Not necessarily exactly 100%, but almost just like this. In case you're wondering what's inside this building, that, like I said, I modeled based on buildings I saw in American Truck Simulator, specifically in Texas. I built a moss farm. That's what's inside here. That greenhouse right there is based on a house that I drove by in American Truck Simulator. So there you go. And this house in real life, behind it, the garage shop and a little outbuilding there. So I built down this street some more houses. This is another attempt at a duplex. This is a more single floor duplex. The road kind of curves around through here. That llama has lived here for years. This house is also based on a real world house that I know of. You can walk up the steps and come into the kitchen and the dining room. Back in here, I don't think there's a real bed in here. No, I didn't. I never put a real bed in here, and I wish I had. Yeah, that was the bathroom. Okay. Sort of the utility room. I do have a bed. It's over here. Yeah, that's a nice lot. Not lying. There's a map of this building. And a bed over here. Actually, I need to move that bed over here. Okay. Okay. All right, that is actually based on a real world hotel that I've stayed in a few times. I think it was in either the 20s or 30s. A lot of courthouses were built on this same design, and most of them have a statue out front, and so I had to include that. But so that's definitely based on a real world building. Actually, a lot of real world buildings. I know several courthouses, and I've noticed even in ATS there are several courthouses that look a lot like this. Then there's over here behind the mansion is my greenhouse that I'm going to land on. This, I don't remember where this is. This is kind of made to resemble a famous house in England. Not sure which palace this is part of, um, but I saw this and built it behind the mansion, and then I realized that it was a lot smaller than the mansion, so it's almost like the guest house for the mansion. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.